Okay, amazing, wasn't it? Yes. So how many of you got the thing that Richard was trying to say, like how he found a solution, right? Yes. So I'm going to do one thing. I'm going to give you 30 seconds to think about Richard's project and this problem he faced in his life, and then we'll all discuss about it. Okay. So 30-second timer. Yeah.
Ma'am, I know what happened.
Okay, that's great. Please go ahead with your views.
Ma'am, he was 6 to 9 years old and was responsible to take care of his dad's cowshed.
Amazing. Yes.
And he also faced so and there were also ferocious lions walking around his cowshed, waiting to eat him up.
Exactly. Perfect.
But one day, when he was walking around his cowshed with a torchlight at night, then
Yes.
then that is the day when lions didn't come. Then he created an invention using an old car battery and a solar light. Ma'am, what do you call that again?
Yes, you're very good. A solar panel. Yes, using a transformer. Yeah.
And then which would make the lights flash. So,
Exactly.
like how it's showing on your screen, it would appear like that to the lions, and they would
Exactly.
get scared and run away.
Very good, Ryan. Nekiti, your views, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
He was an old boy who
Yeah.
was very responsible to his father's business. So one
Perfect.
day he think, so one day he think that the lion will destroy his cowshed,
Yeah.
and he thinks to make an solar panel to not the tigers cannot come. So he made a solar panel
Yeah.
and mm,
We charge the battery, and then the
yes,
battery helped in flashing
battery
of the lights, right?
flashing of light.
Excellent. Very good. Okay, so very good. Both of you understood Richard's real invention, right? So how he was able to find a solution so easily, right? Ryan, are you trying to say something to me because we are not able to hear you?
No, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So, okay, good. So now the next question that comes over here is going to be what we learned from the video. Yes. So let me ask you first. Do you think that Richard got the solution at the first time?
No,
No, very good. So he had to try multiple times, right? So he had to try the scarecrow thing, and he had to try the other, like just put one static light. Yes, and it did not work.
Ma'am,
So
but
he had
even
to
if we
try.
put the scarecrow, the lions already knew that they are stronger than that scarecrow, and they can beat it up and
Exactly. They were able to understand that the scarecrow is not moving, so it's not a human, right? So the first day they'll keep away thinking that maybe a scarecrow is the man, but when they come second day and when they see that the scarecrow is not moving, then they become smart. The lions know that it's a trick to make them, just trying to trick them. So this is the first thing, that you will not always get the solution in your first try, right? You might have to try multiple times, right? And the second thing I want to ask you is, like the first two solutions that Richard used, were they related to technology or were they related to electronics?
ma'am, they were
Very good,
related to
Venkati.
electronics.
No, no. I don't think they were related to electronics. Negative, you're right. Yes, they were not. Scarecrow does not use any electronics, right? So not all things. Yeah, he did not use anything, right, for the first 2 times. Yes. And then the last thing, what do you think while solving the problem, what did Richard learn? So when he thought of a solution, when he thought of the answer, what do you think he learned? Okay, so he learned a lot of patience and he also learned electronic machines, right? He had to figure out how to use a transformer, a battery, solar panel, yes. So he had it in his mind, but definitely he had to connect and get everything doing, right? So from all these things, let us try to summarize our learning. Yes. So let's say like we may not always find the right answers at the first go, right? So when you face a challenge, it's not like the first time you'll know everything, right? So many times at the first time, we do not find the right answers. Yes. And as we keep progressing ahead, we do learn. Yeah. And not all solutions or some solutions may not use electronics or technology, and some solutions may use electronics and technology, right? You agree? Yes. Okay. And the
Yes, ma'am.
third one is that we all have to learn from mistakes we make and make solutions better. Yes. So you need to have a lot of patience and you need to have a lot of perseverance. Yes. If you see all the great inventions that were made, they failed at multiple steps in their life. Yes. And then because they did not give up, they were able to persevere. Yes. So it's very, very important that we never give up in our life. Yes. Okay, perfect. So we know that Richard had a challenge to solve, and when he tried different solutions, he had learned a lot, right? So looks like challenges are really fun. Do you agree? Yes? Okay. And while solving them, we
Yes,
learn
ma'am.
a lot.
Really fun.
Yes, exactly right. They're really fun, and I think when you try to solve them, you learn a lot. Yes, because you will know many ways it will not work, and one way it will work, or the other way around. Yes. So now I'm going to put a challenge in front of you both. Are you guys ready for it? Yes. Okay. Cool. So let's say now you are stuck and you are lost. Okay, you're lost and stuck in a dark place alone. Okay, it's a dark place, you're alone, you're lost and you're stuck, and you have nothing but a torch. Okay, so just a torch, and you have to get out of that place and you need to ask for help. Okay, so you can imagine a forest or a jungle here. Yes. So can you close your eyes and imagine how will you feel and what will you do to get there? It's a dark place, you're alone, you're lost, there are wild animals around you, and all you have is a torchlight.
Ma'am, I think we would like turn it off and on, like flash it multiple times so that animals can get scared of it.
Okay, so this way you're saying you can keep them wild animals away. Okay, good. Nekati, how about you?
And I don't the same. I will do that only.
So you will also do that. Okay, so very good. So now you understand that how you have used your logic. Yes, you learned from Richard's example, and both of you were able to think of the same logic. Yes, and the skill of problem solving to find a solution. Yes, great job done, Brian. Great job done, Nekati. Yes, so you're able to learn and you're able to apply the logic. Yes, that's called problem solving. Yes, so both of you have been able to solve this problem. But now I'm going to just give you 2 minutes timer. Okay, I want you to think. Okay, let's take 30 seconds and we can make a map of our ideas and solutions. Okay, so like Richard tried multiple times, right? And he came with multiple ideas to solve the challenge. Okay, so same way, this is the problem that we have, and there can be many solutions. So you can think of any number of solutions that you have, type it in the chat box, okay? Or you can think of any solutions, okay? And then after 2 minutes, we'll get ahead again, okay? Yes? Okay, so I have few solutions from my other classes. So can you tell me what are these solutions that we come? One is you can call your parents, you can make a fire, sit still until help arrives, shout for help, run back where I came from, and use a torch. Okay. Now from these ideas, which ones do you think will not work? Okay. So even when you're trying, yes, Negative, please go ahead.
Ma'am, call parents because we don't have phone and network also.
Excellent, very good. So you're right, we cannot call our parents. Any other solutions which you all think may not work? So Ryan, we cannot hear you in case you're talking to us.
Ma'am, ma'am, shouting
Yes,
for help will not work out of this.
very good. Yes,
Run back
excellent,
to where I came from also might not work.
excellent, very good. So because you have wild animals, if you're going to shout for help, they're going to able to know that you're there and they're going to come and try to eat. Yes, so that will not help. And sit still until help arrives. It's going to be a very lonely and dark night and scary night. Yes, because you'll not know what to do, right?
Yes,
Perfect.
ma'am.
You can't make a fire because you don't have things, right? So basically from all these, I think what you both said is right. These things will not work. This will not work. Yes. So the only thing which is going to work is
One thing that will work is use torch because
Listen.
you flash it multiple times so that even if wild animals know you're there and are surrounding you, you can flash the torch so that they can get scared of it.
perfect. Excellent. So what you both just now did, that's called brainstorming. So what's brainstorming? Brainstorming is when you think of all the possible solutions which might help you during a problem, and then you try to remove all the solutions which are not so good and take the best solution which will work, right? So this is how you problem solve your problems in life. Yes, you always brainstorm. You think of how you can solve your problems, right? And then the next thing is going to be, I'm going to just tell you the problem solving part because we are focusing so much on problem solving ability today, right? So first you have a challenge, yes, in front of you, the problem or the challenge in front of you. And then what do? You find solutions so that it can be any solution, okay? Always make sure to write your problem and then list out all the solutions, okay? So here what you're going to do is you're going to check what are the things that are not going to work, like limitations, right? You might be restricted, like for us, we are in the jungle. So we are restricted, we cannot make noise, we cannot use our voice. Because if you make voice, they're going to come and attack you, yes? So there will be some restrictions or there will be limitations, yes? So you need to avoid that. And then you need to eliminate all the non-solutions, what we just did. Yes, so what all things will not work, you can always remove that. Yes, this will bring clarity to your mind, right? And then you think of one solution which you think will work, like just you guys said torch at the first instance, right? So you think take that one solution which is going to work, and then you have to do what? You have to learn how you are going to implement it. You learn more about it, and that's how you take help and try to keep on persevering, keep on trying until you reach your goal. Yes. So are you clear of how we solve problems in life? Yes? Okay, perfect. So now that we have done this, yes, we know that. So we need to know two things, yes? Now, if we want to implement this solution of ours, yeah, the flash, the torchlight and stuff like that, right? What we have to do? We have to implement a solution. Okay. So do you think there's a way of silently sending a message for help, and how to keep doing it continuously?
Yes, ma'am. There's a way to send like help silently. Like you can keep flashing a torchlight like in the sky so that people who are like if rescuer are flying in a helicopter, they might see the torchlight and know that someone is over there, and then they land
Excellent.
the helicopter.
Excellent. Excellent, Ryan. Very good. Yes, perfect. Very good. So this is what now I'm going to put in front of you, one challenge in real life, how people solve that. Yes, are you ready? Yes, okay, perfect. So now let's say this. Okay, now you, as Ryan said, if you want to say help me using the torch, okay, how to do it. Yes, but do you know what is this? Can you see there is an instrument which is on the screen, right? Do you have an idea what is this? So this is something called as the Morse code. Okay, so this is right now. Okay, let me tell you, the person in the picture is a sailor. Do you know what's a sailor?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay, who's a
Yes,
sailor?
ma'am.
What does a sailor do?
Fix clothes.
Ma'am, a sailor, he sails the sea. He drives the ship.
Okay, perfect. So, Nekati, I said sailor. Yeah, I think you heard it as tailor. Sailor, right? SAILOR. And I
Yes.
think, yeah, you would agree the same, that he is able to drive the ships. Yes, perfect. Okay. And do you think there is a pattern in what he is doing with the light? Okay, Ryan, we can't hear you in case you were talking to us. Okay. Okay, so
Ma'am,
what do you
he,
think is?
ma'am, he might be, ma'am, he might be, ma'am, it might be a, ma'am, it
Go ahead.
might be like a
Yeah.
simple talk. Ma'am, it must be like a small thing to scare off animals.
Okay, fine. Okay. Any
Ma'am,
other guesses?
he must be like,
Ryan, your voice is breaking.
ma'am, he
Sorry.
might again and again. Ma'am, I think he might be flickering it again and again.
Yes, right. He's flickering it again and again. Very good. But do you know what is this? Like, what do we? I mean, what is he trying to do? Okay, so let me tell you. This is called as a Morse code generator, and it's an extremely interesting device. Okay, and I'm going to show you today how it works and why we use this. Right. So that's called as a Morse code generator, just as you see. Okay. Now, did you see in the previous that Morse code generator? Did you see that the bulb was glowing? When was the bulb
Yes.
glowing?
Ma'am, when he was pushing the switch,
Excellent. Very
when
good,
he was
right?
like pushing the switch,
Very good. Yes, you're
then
right.
the wires
Then
were connected to a battery with full power, and
yes.
which allowed the light to flash.
Okay, perfect. Very good. So you're absolutely right. As you said, there was a switch, and whenever he pressed the switch, the bulb glows. The bulb gets the power to glow, right? So you know now that current cannot pass unless the wires are connected in a closed loop, right? So you need a switch, both the wires connected to it. You need a what do you say, a battery, and again the wires connected to it, and only then your bulb will glow. So what are we trying to learn is that only when you have the full circuit, a closed circuit, the electric current can flow, and that's when your bulb glows, right? Perfect. So now next we are going to say is, okay, so what do you think this message is?
Ma'am, they write down SOS, like, ma'am,
Correct.
it means save our they write that
Excellent.
down so that people who are flying, they can who are like riding a plane in the sky or a helicopter, they can easily see that that there's a message written
Perfect.
SOS,
Okay,
which
perfect.
means save.
Negative, do you agree? Yes?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
perfect. Okay. So you're right that people write SOS and help on the sand so that if anyone can see them. Okay. So if your ship is stuck and you are not having any rescue methods, then this is the way you try to get help. Okay. Now I'm going to do something interesting. I'm going to flip the picture across. Okay, turn the picture like this. Can you read what it says?
SOS.
Perfect.
help,
Perfect. Okay, but do you notice that SOS, even if it is written this way or it's written this way, it appears the same. You agree? S written this way, and even if you flip it, it's going to look the same. Similar with O and again S, right? But help might be difficult for some people to read. Okay, if they are able from seeing it from top. Yes, you agree to that? Okay, perfect. So now, in case if a ship is stuck somewhere, okay, so one way of asking help is this, right? The other way could also be creating a Morse code generator, a code that you can send through electric circuits, okay? You can send a particular code to the port or anything that's nearby, and they can know that your ship is in danger, right? And then they can come and help you out, okay? So that's why we use a Morse code generator. So are you both clear about it? So the problem
yes,
here will be what? That the ship is going to be in danger, and the solution is try to send a code using the what? Try to send the code using the electricity. Yes? Okay, perfect. So now we know what word to use and what instrument to use it in. Okay, let's try to write this word. Are you ready? Yes? Okay. So now this is the Morse code. So can you see that the Morse code is having a lot of dots and dashes? Yes? Are you both able to see that? That there are dots and there are dashes on the Morse code. Yes? Yeah. So let's say for S, okay, Nekiti, I want to tell you. So what are the symbols? What is the code for writing S? Can you tell me?
ma'am, S,
Hmm?
S, dot, dot, dot,
Excellent. Very good, Nekiti. And how about you, Ryan? What do you think will be for O? Can you tell me how the
Ma'am
code?
O.
Yes.
Ma'am O only. Ma'am
Uh,
0 it will be.
okay. Nekiti, you want to take a guess? How will O be written?
line.
Okay, perfect. Yes, it will be like a dash. So, Ryan, can you see in the Morse code? See, if you see O, you can see there are three dashes, right? Three lines, right? I think we are losing Ryan.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So that's why we are using dash. Okay, a line or a dash. I'm going to call it dash for now for simplicity. Yes. So we're going to use dash, dash, dash. Yes. And then we have, okay, this is O. And now when you want to send S again, you have to send three dots. Yes. Okay. So that means if you want to send SOS using electricity, okay, it consists of three dots, and to write O, you need three dashes, right? Now, the next question is going to be, how will you send this through electricity? Like, how will you send SOS on through electricity, right? So, let's see that, yeah? So, we are going to do this SOS, okay? So, three dots, three dashes, and three dots again. Are you guys clear on that? Yes, Nekati says yes. Ryan, are you clear? Ryan, are you able to follow?
Ma'am, not really able to understand how it's working.
Okay. Could you tell me where is the clarification that you need? See, this is the Morse code table. Can you see this? Yes. Can you see that each
Yes, ma'am.
alphabet is having a code for it?
Yes, ma'am.
So for S, can you tell me what's the code?
Ma'am, ma'am, 3 lines.
For S,
Ma'am, for S it will be dot 7.
Exactly. S is 3 dots and O is
Ma'am, O is ma'am O ma'am it's 3 lines.
perfect. And again, can you tell me what is S for?
Ma'am 3 dots.
Perfect. Okay. So do you understand to say SOS? This is the code, right? 3 dots followed by 3 dashes and again followed by 3 dots. Yes, Ryan? Okay, I think we have lost Ryan. In the meantime, okay. So just a minute. Okay, Nekati, I'm just going to continue with you. And if Ryan comes back, please be patient. I will repeat the same thing again. Okay. So I think he has some issues with neck because his voice was also broken. Okay. So okay, you're clear till here, Nekati. Do you have any doubts?
No.
No, right? Okay, perfect. So now you want. Okay, I think he's joined back. Ryan, are you able to hear us? Ryan? Okay, negative. Let's just continue. Yes. So now we have to try to learn, okay, that how can we show the dots and dashes using an LED, correct? So LED is the light which glows, right? You know that, right? Okay. So now you have to see that when it's going to be a dot, that is for S, when you have to send 3 dots, your LED has to blink 3 times with a 1 second gap. So can you see that gray part? How S is blinking? Yes, it's just like a star, right? It blinks on, off, right? And for your dashes, for sending O, you have to have a 2 second blink. So can you see that, it will blink for a longer amount of time. Okay. Okay, we have Ryan back. Ryan, are you able to hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, okay. So did you understand that if you want to send SOS in the Morse code, yes, you have to send 3 dots followed by 3 dashes and again 3 dots, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I was just telling Nekati that how we can achieve sending the Morse code using an LED light. Yes. Okay. So I was.
But will there even, ma'am? But if you, ma'am, but will this even work on other electronical devices?
Yes, of course, it will be working. Why do you think it will not work?
Like, ma'am, anything like on the laptop or something, will it work also?
No, we are not going to do it using the laptops, right? And currently, we are not looking at the latest technology. We are trying to look at something called as a Morse code generator, right? So this is being used because when the sailors are away in the sea, right? So that time they may have internet, they may not have internet. Okay, you're talking about today's technology, right? But Morse code has been being used for a long time, even before internet came into existence, right? So at that time, they used electrical circuits. They used to use these lights to send data across to the port or to some other ships nearby. Yes. So they had their own way of sending these signals, maybe to the sailor, from the sailor to the captain of the ship, or because ships also used to be large, right?
Yes, ma'am. Ships are already large.
Yeah, so that's why. So now if you take this code symbol of 3 dots and 3 dashes and 3 dots again to send SOS, yes. So when you want to send it with an LED, using an LED, how will you show dots and dashes using LED is the question mark, right? So the dots will be shown with a 1 second glow. So you can see that the dots will glow for 1 second and for the dashes, they will glow for 2 seconds, right? So you can see the dash is longer than the dot, right? Even normally you just put a dot. But when you put a dash, it's longer than the dot, right? So a dot will make your LED glow for 1 second and your dash will make your LED glow for 2 seconds, right? So are you ready to do this experiment with me? Yes?
Ma'am.
Okay. I'm going to make you guys generate a Morse code generator right now. Just a minute. I'm going to share my screen with the right thing. So we are going to use something called as the Tinkercad. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Perfect. So I'm just going to send a link in a classroom. Okay. I would want you all to go to that link. Okay. It will ask you to join using a nickname. Nekiti, I want you to use the nickname student1, and Ryan, I want you to use the nickname as student2. Okay, done? Yes. So once you have logged in, please let me know. So I can see that Nekiti has joined in. Am I right? Yes.
Ma'am, I'm joining. Ma'am, I'm joining.
Okay, you're joining. And Ryan, have you joined in?
Student 1.
Ryan will have to use student2. Yes.
Can I come in?
Ma'am, I joined.
Okay, perfect.
Ma'am, my nickname is not coming there.
Nekati, could you please share your screen so that I can help you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, yes, Ryan has joined. It shows me, and it. Um,
Ma'am,
okay,
is my
okay. Can you try student 3, Nekati? I think there is. Okay, can you try student 3, please? Without space, please.
without?
Student 3. Yeah, that's me. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, great. So I'm gonna share my screen back. Yes. And I want you guys to listen very carefully, okay? And then you will have time to do the same thing, okay? Please be very attentive and try to listen to what I'm saying now. Done? Yes? Okay. Now, when you go to Tinkercad, yes, you will have something like circuits here. Please don't try it while I'm showing it to you, okay? First, please listen and then I will give you time to look at it and do it, okay? So go to circuits and click create new circuit. Okay. When you do that, it will load a board for you. Okay. Now, can you guys do that? Can you go to circuits and can you try this? You can share your screen if you are wanting me to have a look or monitor you. Yes. Okay. So, yes.
Ma'am, is my screen
Go to Tinkercad. Yes. Please go there. Can you see circuits? Very good. Create new circuit. Yes. Okay, very good, Nekati. Ryan, were you able to do this?
Yes,
Ryan?
ma'am.
Yes. Okay. Do you need my help or are you already, have you clicked on create new circuit?
I've already clicked on create new circuit.
Perfect. Very good. Okay. So now let's go to the next one. So I want you again. Can you see the search box over here? I want you to type ARDUINO. Okay. Arduino. Okay. So this is a microchip. You will get this Arduino Uno 3. Please click on it. Okay. And it will come to your screen. Can you do that, please? Please feel free to share your screen if you face any issues. Okay. Yes, Nekati, I can see you've shared your screen. Please type ARD Can you see Arduino, the first one? Yes, and yes, please take it and put it on the drag and drop it on the screen. Yes, very good. Okay. Ryan, were you able to do this?
Yes, ma'am. But what shall I enter the name as?
You can enter anything. Which name?
Ma'am, shall I name it as Circuit One or something?
Yeah, you can name anything. But were you able to pull out Arduino, R3 to your middle of the thing?
Yes, ma'am. I was
Okay,
able to pull it out.
that's great. So now I want you all to really listen now. Okay, this is where it's important. Okay, so this is the chip, and you can see that when you press start simulation, okay, can you see the LED blinking? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay, perfect. So I'm going to stop simulation, okay, and it stops. Please, 1 minute, listen to me, and then I'll give you time to do the experiment yourself, okay? Thank you so much. Great class, yes, such good students I have, okay? Now, can you see this code button over here? If I click on the code, okay, you will see that I have the code written for this LED light. That first the LED is high, that is when it gets power, it glows, it waits for 1 second, and then it is low, that means no power, and then it waits 1 second when it's off. So basically on 1 second it glows, off 1 second it glows. Do you know are you able to follow this?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubts, Ryan?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so see, this is like sending SOS. See, if I click this, you can see that it is glowing for 1 second, right? So it's like sending a dot, right? So this is the code for S, right? But we saw that S had 3 dots. Do you agree? Yes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click this, duplicate, keep it over here. Again, right click, duplicate. So what I'm doing is for S, we needed 3 dots. This is the code for the first dot. I'm going to place this down here. Okay. And then I'm going to take this and place it down of this. So now I have the code for S. If I do start simulation, you will see that it is blinking. So this is the code for the alphabet S. Are you able to follow me? Can you
Yes,
guys try this now yourself, please? Feel free to share your screen if you want. Yes. Please click on the code button. Next, no, on top, Nekati, can you see there's a code button next to start simulation? Yeah, perfect. Okay. So can you see over here that there is, yeah. So this is the 1 dot code, right? So right click on that, duplicate. Yeah, you can attach. Okay. And right click over there again, duplicate, and yes, perfect. Very good, Nekati. Ryan, were you able to do this?
Ma'am, I'm right now doing it.
Okay, would you like to share your screen so that I can have a look, please?
Okay, ma'am, I'm right now. I'll finish the code, then I'll share it.
Okay, so I'll just wait for you to finish it. Could you make it quick so that we can cover the other aspects also? Ryan, could you share your screen so that I could help you, please?
Okay, ma'am.
Nekati, you can stop sharing your screen, please. And okay, Ryan, can you? Yes, thank you, Ryan.
Now, ma'am, over here, I'm writing down the code.
Okay, so have you done for 3 dots? Okay,
Ma'am, I
perfect.
haven't done for all 3 dots yet.
Okay, so this is the third one, right?
Ma'am, I'm doing for first this dot. No.
Which dot? Okay, this is perfect, Ryan. You have coded for the alphabet S. Yeah, perfect. Okay. So now I want you to come back to your classroom. Yes, I'm going to teach you how to code the alphabet O. Okay. Can you both see my screen? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Nekati, are you able to view my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now we saw that if you want to send a dot, the LED needs to blink for 1 second, right? And now, okay, you have to stop simulation. And what I'm going to do is, so when I told you that for dash, it needs to be for 2 seconds. Agreed? Yes?
Yes.
Yes, perfect. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take this whole code, duplicate it. So can you tell me what was the code for O? It was 3 dashes, right? Now
Yes.
we have the code here for 3 dots. So I'm just going to duplicate, keep it on the side, okay? And you can see for the high, that is high is when it gets the light, the power, right? I'm going to make it 2 seconds, okay? The low will remain 1 second. Again, I'm going to go to high, make it 2 seconds. Low will be 1 second. Go to high, make it 2 seconds. The low will be 1 second, and then I'm going to take this and attach it to my other blocks here. Okay, so now when you start simulation, you will see that this is the alphabet S. Yeah, this is the third dot, and now O is 2 seconds. Can you see? Off on 2 seconds, off on 2 seconds, right? Do you agree?
Yes.
Did you understand the concept?
Yes, ma'am.
Ryan, how about you? Okay, so can you quickly do this, please?
Did you understand? Mm. Ma'am didn't understand that much word.
Okay, I'm going to explain again. Nekiti, if you've understood, you can feel free to go ahead and do it. Okay, if you want to still listen again, you can listen. Yes. Okay, I'm going to repeat it again. So, I'm going to remove the part which I just did. Okay, this is the code for the S alphabet. Yes, Ryan, you understood that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so can you tell me what was the code for S? It was 3.
Ma'am, the code for S was 3 dots.
Perfect. And for O was 3.
3 lines.
Perfect. Okay. So now I told you that the dot can be signified with a blinking LED for 1 second, right? That's what we've done here. Agreed?
Agree.
Okay. Now this is the code for 3 dots. I want to make this for 3 dashes also. So what I'm going to do is right click this, duplicate, keep it over here on the side. Okay. And this time for O, I need to send a line, right? So for the line, I needed to blink for 2 seconds. Yes. And then off. Again blink for 2 seconds. Off. Again blink for 2 seconds. Right. So wherever my LED is going high. Yes. Over there, I'm going to make it 2 seconds. Again for high 2 seconds. Again for high over here 2 seconds. Yes. And then I'm going to connect it back to the other blocks. Right. Over here. Yes, and then you start the simulation, and then you can see this is S, single light. Yes, 3 dots, and now O starts, and you can see that it is blinking for 2 seconds, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so did you understand it now? Yes, Nekati, can you please go ahead and do it? Ryan, did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am, I understood it.
Okay, so can you all quickly do it, please? Okay, Nekati is shared her screen. Can you duplicate perfect Nekati? And wherever the LED is high, very good Nekati. You're doing a great job. Yes, you're making it 2 seconds and 2 seconds and then again 2 seconds, right? Oh, let's not do that. Let's pull up from the starting. Yes, that's great. Yes, down. Yeah, perfect. Excellent, Nekati. Can you do start simulation? Perfect. Okay. So this is S, right? There should be 3 dots, 3 lights. Perfect. And now O will start. And you can see that it's blinking for 2 seconds, right? Perfect, Nekati. So, Ryan, do you want to share your screen, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So, ma'am, over here I have made this. And ma'am, this is how it is when it's starting simulation.
Okay.
Ma'am, are these other dots also supposed to work?
No, it's only the LED, right? It's that the other boards are not the LED lights. Yes, it has only one end. So now can you see that it is glowing for 2 seconds, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so as homework, you guys can try the other alphabet S also. Yes. So, okay. So now I'm just going to stop sharing my screen. So for S again, we'll be doing 3 dots again, right? Okay, perfect. So now let's just go back to our lesson. Yes. Okay. So this is what we had seen earlier, SOS, and then how we actually achieved it using Tinkercad, right? So today you have seen how to solve the problems in your life. Yes, you get a challenge and then you brainstorm it and then you check the instructions. You remove all the solutions you feel will not work and then you implement the solution what you feel is right. And I'm so glad that you were able to done solving your challenge. Congratulations to you. Yes, you have solved the problem today. Good job, Ryan, and good job, Nick.